Hey, it's Mr. Keys, and today we're going to start looking at how to make our chords sound more professional without having the piano skills necessary. Ding! When most people learn how to play chords, they learn how to play chords in a closed voicing arrangement, which means that the chord it fits within one octave. But once you get more advanced at playing piano and using chords, what we tend to do is we tend to open up the chord, meaning making it bigger than one octave. And the whole reason behind that is to make it sound more full and just to make it sound better overall when you go from one chord to the next. And so that's what we're going to be learning in this video. Just to start, we're going to use the Chord Trigger MIDI plugin. And our chord progression will be A minor, C, F major, and G major. We're going to go through a couple rules, and then we'll get to it. Rule 1, chord note range. The lowest a chord note should be is C1. The highest a chord note should be is C5. Now with the lowest note, there is some wiggle room, but not much.
No!
With the highest note, I almost never play chords that high unless it's for some sort of piano effect. Rule 2, chord width. The width of your chord should be less than 3 octaves. So if your chord started at C1, then the highest it should go would be C4. You'll see that my chords are usually not that wide. On average, it's between 1.5 octaves to maybe 2 octaves wide. Rule 3, include all chord notes. It's that simple. You have 3 notes usually per chord. Make sure you have all of them in there. Rule 4, gaps. Larger gaps should be between the lower notes in the chord. This is non-negotiable. Having smaller gaps in the lower notes of the chord will result in muddy sounding chords. There can be smaller gaps or larger gaps in the upper notes of the chord. That's really up to you. Okay, let's take a look at the C major chord just as an example. We need the notes C, E, and G. So let's use C1, C2, G2, C3, and E3. Let's check the rules. Are we between C1 and C5? Yep, check. Less than 3 octaves? Check. All notes included? Check. Bigger gaps in between lower notes? Check. I'm going to fill in the rest of the chords now. Here's A minor. Okay, let's check the rules. Chord range? Check. Chord width? Check. All notes included? Check. Gaps in low end? Check. We need F major next. Okay, chord range? Check. Chord width? Check. All notes included? Check. Gaps in the low end? Check. All right, we have G major, our last chord. I'll do that really quickly. Okay, and you can be sure that it follows all the rules. Let's play our chord progression now. Now, if we wanted to create MIDI notes from this, just add the MIDI Effects Freeze plugin, hit record, play the progression again, and then you can drag it over. Let's do that. So let's drag it over here and we're done. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one.